Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm here with MFC lightweight champion Antonio Mckee. Antonio, what's cracking, baby?
What's up, man? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. So we all know you're fighting this upcoming Friday in Canada. How's your training camp been coming along? How you feeling?
You know, I feel great. I'm already down in weight. The weight wasn't really a big cut, man. 5 to 6 pounds. I feel strong. I'm mentally tough. I feel determined to just go in here and get with this dude's program. Karo Parisyan's a tough opponent. He's got a lot of wins. He doesn't have that many losses, which means he's dangerous. So, but I think my camp here, they've prepared me. The guys, Brett Cooper, Jason High, and Jesse Waters, they've prepared me to go out here and take care of this guy. I don't believe that at 155 pounds there's anybody that can beat me right now.
Now, how are you going to make him fight your fight?
Well, as everybody knows, I can take anybody down at any given time in a fight. This time I'm going to change it up. I don't really want to talk about what I'm going to do because you may air this before the fight, and then he may have some extra knowledge about what I'm going to do. But I think he's definitely going to be for a surprise. Like Derek Noble, of course, is the guy that I actually won the title competing against. Was extremely surprised at my hand speed and just the fact that I'm so hard to hit, which opens up other things. These other things that it open up, I'm going to make these things effective in this fight, unlike what I did against Derek Noble.
Now, I was reading that he just barely signed his contract and his first fight was against you. What do you feel about him getting a title shot right away against you?
Oh, I think he's definitely a qualified opponent. I mean, look at his record. The man's 27-6. So he's fought a lot of fights, and he's fought some very tough opponents, called Condon. I mean, he's beat some really tough guys. So I don't take nothing for granted, but I definitely don't underestimate any fighter in MMA now because the guys that are there now fighting, the levels are there. So I think he's a credible opponent to fight me. Unfortunately, I don't think by a long shot he'll win.
Now, you've been undefeated for, I'm going to say 5-6 years, right?
Yeah, 6 or 7 years.
6 or 7 years. What do you think has been your secret to staying unbeat for that long?
I go in to win, and that's been, it's been a problem because a lot of the critics are angry because I don't go out there to get the flashy knockouts. I don't go out there and take a face bashing. I go out there and I win. And so, I went into the approach of this as a sport. I didn't look at the entertainment side of it. I mean, they don't let you do certain things in basketball. They don't let you do certain things in football, but it's entertainment. But it's a sport. So I think with MMA, it hasn't developed yet into an actual sport. It's still based on entertainment. And it's also a politician game. And groupie, if you know this person, you know that person, you get this opportunity, you get that opportunity. See, I'm not from that. I think that's all bullshit. I'm the baddest man at 155 pounds, and I come to represent fighting, the sport part of it, not the entertainment. But throughout the years, I'm going to answer some of the critics October 2nd. So they say that I'm boring and this and this and that. I think it's very methodical what I do. Very cagey fighter. I mean, I don't get hit. I walk out of there like I walked in. But look at my opponents. Their faces is really all beat up and busted up and cut open and stitched up. I don't think I haven't fought anybody that didn't have to get stitches. So if you talk about entertainment, I mean, I think that's pretty entertaining. The black guy goes in and never gets hit by anybody.
Now, switching gears a little bit, would you like to have another shot at Karo Parisyan?
I kick Karo Parisyan's ass, okay? And this really pisses me off, is that people that saw that fight, I refuse to go overtime. Let me set the record straight for all you little people who don't know what happened. Me and Karo Parisyan signed the fight in a very short notice, and I gave up 21 pounds. I weighed in at 160. He weighed in at 186, something like that. I gave up 20-something pounds, and I said it was going to be 2 4-minute rounds, and I would beat him. Okay, unfortunately, they made it 2 5-minute rounds, and then they said that it was a draw because the last 5 seconds, 10 seconds of the fight, we were fighting in the ring. He took my back, so they said that they gave him that round. There were only 2 rounds. I won the first round. He won the second round. So they wanted overtime, and I just didn't feel that overtime was fair, being that I was outweighed by 26 pounds. And I told them that I wasn't going overtime, and then they said, if you don't go overtime, we're going to give the decision to Karo Parisyan. But I will kick his ass any day of the week at 170 pounds. I would love to fight him. And UFC was going to make that fight happen, and his manager, Jeremy Lappin, at the time, said, no, Karo didn't want to take that fight, and that's a good thing.
Now, looking at you, man, you're in awesome shape. I know you're like at 6-7% body fat. Man, I'm trying to get up there, dude. You got any tips for us?
Stop eating ice cream. No, you know what? I've been putting in work for the last 3 years every day. I don't miss a beat. And I think over the years, my body is starting to take...
See that?
It's starting to get the results. I mean, look at this, man. This is all natural. And I'm not really arrogant or anything like that. I just work hard and I've got a little confidence about myself. That's it.
And you're as ripped as a Julian salad, man.
What?
Julian salad.
I never had that. What is that?
No, it's a salad, man.
Oh, okay.
But we know you're 39. How much longer do you see yourself fighting?
You know, it's a good question because at this weight class, at the 155-pound weight class, it's a very fast weight class, very fast-paced fight. But it seems like as you get older, you get smarter. As you get smarter, you do things a little different. And I think where I'm at right now, I could fight another 3 or 4 years as long as I don't run into anybody like me. That could be a damaging career. So I would say maybe another year or two.
Okay, what do you want to do after that, when that time comes, I guess?
You know, I'm going to go into personal training. I'm a really good strength conditioning trainer. I've got techniques and skills that most people have never seen before, except for those who I've worked with. Of course, Bob Sapp, Rampage, Vito Belfort, Miko Krokop. I mean, I've trained and worked with a lot of guys. Randy's been in here. But for the most part, I'm just a really good magnet for fitness.
Now, I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, that you're supposed to be a coach on The Ultimate Fighter, this season's Ultimate Fighter. Is there any truth behind that?
Okay, you know. Before I used to train Quentin Rampage, and I was going to be his assistant coach. But throughout the years of our relationship, I've created a new relationship with the guys out of the Body Shop. And Jason High, who fought in Dream, he took second in the Dream light welterweight tournament. Jesse Juarez, who's been on a 5-6-0 win streak. Brett Cooper, last 6-7 fights, been all knockouts. So I'm more dedicating myself now to my guys that are dedicating themselves to me. No offense to Rampage, but I got to go where I feel more loyalty and more respect, not where the dollar signs.
All right, Antonio, I think we got everything we wanted to voice out over there. I thank you very, very much for your time. Antonio fights October 2nd in Canada, defending his MFC belt right here.
This belt ain't going nowhere. It's going to stay right here at the Body Shop because this is a Body Shop belt. Plus, this belt was specifically made for a Negro like me. Look at the diamonds. See the bling bling? Look at these diamonds. After I win the title, I'm going to go make me some earrings with this belt. I got to say one thing. I'd like to thank Mark Pavlich, who is the promoter of MFC, Maximum Fighting Championship. This guy believes in me. He's believed in me and gave me the opportunity to win this belt. I just want to say, Mark Pavlich, thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate it. And I will represent the MFC, and I will bring this belt back to Cali, baby. Peace.
Once again, I'd like to thank everybody out there watching. This is Marcos with Cage Face. Take it easy.